Hello everyone, I'm Bjorn, one of the makers of Keep, a lightweight personal CRM app that helps you stay in touch with your friends, family, coworkers, or any other people in your life. It's a very simple iOS app. We first built this as a prototype in Lovable at a hackathon and then thought, let's actually implement as a real product and ship on the App Store, which we are now doing. So here you can see the iOS app running in Simulator. It's a Swift UI app, and we have a Node.js backend that's talking to OpenAI Whisper and to OpenRouter to use different LLMs. You can see just a list of people in your life. You can easily add someone new or just import from contacts. And you can see kind of a summary of all your events that are up next. And in settings you can do some interesting things like play around with different AI models. This goes through OpenRouter, and here we have our RevenueCat paywall that's implemented. You have to pay after you use 10 free nodes, and then we would pop this paywall. So let's go back here. Let's take one of our existing friends. It's all fictional content for the purpose of this demo, Matt. Let me actually close this real quick. You could just dictate a voice note here from the shortcut. But let me show you the detailed view. Here you can see kind of the summary, the reminders from previous conversations, and the last notes that I had recorded about Matt. You can just type a note, but what's really cool about this app is you can just dictate, and then we transcribe that through OpenAI Whisper. So imagine you're just meeting up with a friend, let's say at a coffee shop, and kind of while you're walking to your next destination, you can just record a real quick note of what you chatted about. So let's pretend we had that situation here. Just had coffee with Matt while I was in Stockholm yesterday. And the last time we met, he had just started his new role at Spotify as a growth PM. He's now 4 weeks in. He's really enjoying it. He has some first successful experiments, so he's getting some good traction internally, and he's quite excited about it. He's also moving from his temporary Airbnb into a real apartment that he found. He's also really happy with that. And yeah, it seems like he's liking Stockholm a lot. It's going to get dark there in the winter, so coming from California might be a little bit of an adjustment. So I should definitely check in with him in a couple of weeks and see how his vitamin D levels are doing. So now stop the recording. And again, this is now running through Whisper for the transcription, and then we're sending the raw notes through the LLM of choice. I think in this case, we selected Amazon Nova Pro. The reason I like that model is it's quite good, and it's twice as fast as other models, twice as fast as Claude 4 Sonnet, much faster than ChatGPT 5, which is really slow. And now we kind of see here the summary of the latest update with Matt, and we can see reminders, and I get then push notifications for these reminders when I should check in. In 14 days, maybe that's a little bit soon, but that's what the AI came up with. Maybe we need to improve the prompt a little bit. And then here we see the summary notes, and we can tap on this to see the raw note that was input into the LLM for structuring and for creating reminders. And then if I go back here, we will also see the latest update here on the home screen, and we can just dictate another quick note from here. Let's also go to up next. So we should also see there's a kind of like random placeholder content in here, I think next 30 days. So here we also have this check-in with Matt about his new job at Spotify. So this is just a summary of all the events and all the reminders from all of my people that I've added to Keep. So much for the demo. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, feel free to download on the App Store. Keep Personal CRM. Thanks so much for listening and watching.